My name is Shannon Murphy, and I'm the president of Washington Conservation Voters. As it was mentioned earlier today, WCV was founded on the belief that who we elect matters. And we know it matters at every level of government, from public utility district commissioner to state senator to US Congress member. We see every day that elections have good or bad consequences. We saw it last year when we went all in to elect Manka Dhingra to the state Senate, which flipped Senate leadership and paved the way for the legislature to prevent more oil spills, fund important projects in clean energy and sustainable forestry, and pass a suite of voting rights bills that make Washington State a leader in removing barriers to voting. But unfortunately, we see the consequences of the 2016 federal elections every day as the Trump administration rolls back hundreds of foundational, environmental, and public health protections, or last week with the Supreme Court nomination. But here's the good news. As you saw in the video, people across the state are not waiting for their elected officials to represent them well. They're stepping up, and they're running for office. In 2018, I'm seeing the most candidates ever run for public office because they want to champion and lead on clean air and water protections for all Washingtonians. There are more pro-environmental women and people of color candidates running for office who will reflect the communities they serve. This gives me incredible hope for the future. For State House, we have candidates across Washington with strong environmental backgrounds and passion. Tribal leader and Salish Sea advocate Deborah Lockenoff, small business owner and former U.S. Forester Bill Ramos, environmental economics professor Sharon Shoemake, to name a few. A couple more on the screen there. For State Senate, we have 5 races where the contrasts are stark between the WCV endorsed candidate and their opponent. In Whatcom County, climate denier Doug Erickson is vying for his re-election. As former chair of the Senate Environmental Committee, he took thousands of dollars from oil and coal companies and then did their bidding, blocking progress on everything from climate action to toxic cleanup. He's running against current Bellingham City Council member Pinky Vargas, who has championed clean energy and helped businesses with energy efficiency. Having grown up on a farm, Pinky knows the importance of clean water for our families and for the farming and shellfish industries. And on the Kitsap Peninsula, Marty McLennan, who has also taken plenty of money from big oil, is showing all signs that he would put polluters' profits ahead of the health and safety of Washingtonians. He's running against Emily Randall. You all saw how amazing she is from the video. She understands that a healthy environment and a strong economy go hand in hand for vibrant, healthy communities. In addition to these Senate races, we're also working hard to elect Claire Wilson and Mona Dawes in South King County and Jessa Lewis in Spokane. But as you all know, this work is never easy. Out-of-state oil companies are contributing hundreds of thousands of dollars into anti-environmental candidates who defend their bottom line. This money is on top of the millions being dumped into this state against Initiative 1631. The fossil fuel industry benefits from the status quo and thinks it can come into Washington State and buy our elections, and they are just wrong. We may not be able to outspend the fossil fuel industry, but we have proven over and over again that we can out-organize them. Last year in Clark County, Tesoro Oil poured $500,000 into a small port commissioner race. Critics said that David couldn't beat Goliath when the profits for the largest oil by rail terminal in North America were on the line. But we rolled up our sleeves and we got to work. And together with WCV members and activists in Vancouver, hundreds of people showed up every weekend to elect WCV's endorsed candidate, Dawn Orange. And we didn't just win. No, we didn't just win. We beat that oil-backed candidate by 30 points and ultimately stopped the oil terminal. We won because Clark County and all of Washington State have a different vision for our state, a future where we benefit from a cleaner economy. And Initiative 1631 can provide that future. To achieve that vision, to pass 1631 and to elect pro-environmental candidates this year, we know what it's going to take. And it's going to take all of us in this room here today. We have what big oil will never have: people power. From primary day to election day, WCV is leading 50 door-to-door canvasses. Over 1,000 volunteers, like Rachel from the video, knocking on doors, talking to their neighbors about what's at stake this election and after. We're continuing to lead an innovative effort called Our Votes Counts with Fuse, Progress Alliance, Planned Parenthood, Washington Can, SEIU, UFCW, and others that is focused on engaging voters at the doors who consistently support environmental candidates and causes, but don't consistently vote. Widening our base and connecting with people often left behind helped us win last year and puts us in a better position to win this year and beyond. And across the state, with candidate elections and 1631, WCV will knock on 95,000 doors, make 17,000 phone calls, and reach hundreds of thousands of voters online, on TV, and by mail. WCV's average success rate for endorsed candidates in the last few years is 85%. Because of you, we are becoming bigger and stronger. We are one of the largest political organizations in the state, and together we have built a power that the fossil fuel industry is afraid of because they can't buy it. In this often scary and overwhelming political time, people often ask me what gives me hope. And my answer is simple. It's all of you in this room today. I'd take you over big oil any day. We don't show up and organize and volunteer, march, donate, call our elected officials just because. We do it because the access to clean air and water is a fundamental right for all Washingtonians, regardless of race, income, or access to power. We do it for the incredible opportunity of a clean energy economy and the tens of thousands of family wage jobs that come with it. We do it for our children and our grandchildren, and in my case, my 4 wonderful nieces. We do it because we can't wait, and now is the time for action. Thank you. I'm now honored to introduce Van Jones as our keynote speaker today. Van is a contributor to CNN, a best-selling author, and a human rights and clean energy advocate. He is also the president and founder of Dream Corps, which has an initiative, Green for All, that works to bring clean energy, green jobs, and opportunities to the poorest and most polluted communities in the country. Please join me in welcoming Van Jones.